Close your eyes, please. And look at the space just outside your nose. Keep the tongue free. Let it not touch the palate or the teeth. And relax all the facial muscles. Watch what type of thoughts are coming out in that space. They are your thoughts. And they emerge and they merge. Take a deep breath, please. Start now. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe normally and feel your heart pumping inside. Can you feel that lub-dub? We start breathing. Inhale now. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sit quietly. Watch that space, like I mentioned, just outside your nose. Keep your facial muscles relaxed, please. And keep an half smile on your face. Watch that space there outside your nostrils. If there is any movement of the eyeballs under the eyelids, you can curb the movement by focusing on the tip of your nose, as it were. Stilling the eyeballs is an indication of concentration. Now become aware of your breath, please. Try to become aware if it is in a rhythm. Once again, revert back to that space outside your face and nostrils. Now, what thoughts come, keep a note of them. In that space, visualize a candle flame. Visualize the wick black. Visualize the yellow color of fire. Visualize another candle flame within this first one. Watch both the first and the second flame. Visualize a third flame, a smaller flame within these two. Stay alert and try to visualize it very distinctly. Visualize it as still. The flame is still. It's unmoving. If the flame moves, it's your mind moving. Still the mind by stilling the flame. Now visualize a fourth flame within the third, a smaller one. Just keep on watching the fourth flame. Steady. Try to mentally get it closer to you now. Gradually bring that flame closer to you. And now mentally place it in the center of your chest. Stay alert and exert your willpower, please, to visualize that fourth flame in the center of your chest, still and burning bright. The space inside your body is illumined by that light. All of your insides are, as it were, lit up by that light of the flame. Use your willpower, please. Try to visualize that flame as still. Let go the flame, please. Just become aware of all that light within your body. All the space that is within your body is lit up, as it were. Your hands, your legs up till the feet, your torso, your neck, your head. You're a mass of light now. Shift your attention back to that flame, please, in the center of your chest. And within that flame, there is Holy Mother who's sitting down there. Just shift your attention to Holy Mother, not the flame. Holy Mother as if is smiling at you, and you are smiling back. Once again, use your willpower, please. And let go and become aware of your breath. Feel the chair pressing against you. Breathe deeply. Inhale, please, now. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Wriggle your fingers and toes, please, a little. Watch that space outside your face, please. You can slowly open your eyes. And stay silent for a couple of minutes. Yes. There's a kind of a tremendous power there within you that will awaken if you can meditate correctly. What is that power? Well, the power of the universe is within you. Yes. Oh, you don't know? Yeah. The whole universe flows through you. And as you meditate, you will become one with that power. And that power is personalized in this age as Holy Mother. That's why I wanted you to visualize Holy Mother. And the idea of trying to visualize one flame within the other is just trying to narrow down your focus, your concentration. As you can do that, it becomes better and better. Give you some background about today's guided meditation. There are 3 types of space. Everything that ever existed or will ever exist, you, me, trees, plants, everything, exist in space. Yeah, it's vast. And that's why it's called a Maha Akash, the great space. This much is known. There's another space. If objects exist in space, where do my thoughts exist? They also have to exist in space. My thoughts, my feelings, my desires, my anxieties, my stress, my all these things, where do they exist? They exist in something called the mind space. Chittakash. So there's one huge space outside. There's another equally huge mind space. Chittakash. 2? No, the scriptures say there's another space inside. How many? That is called a knowledge space. Chidakash. I'll kind of explain it. There is an analogy between word, meaning, and knowledge. Words are not simple. We think they are very simple. Every time you hear a sound articulated in a agreed upon structure called language, so that sound enters. It is a sound from the external space. It enters the mind, and there the sound is joined always invariably with a meaning. Sound and a thought wave, meaning. So when we hear sounds, we know the meaning. Who does that? Your mind is busy with all these things. You may not know it, but A for apple, B for ball. It started then, kind of, or even earlier. You started joining words with meaning. Well, will that do? No. How do you have a knowledge of that particular object? It comes from that knowledge space, Chidakash. So, Shabda, sound, Artha, association with that sound with a object, and knowledge of that sound. What's that? So that's why they say there are three levels, or one space curled within the other. It's called external space, where you have everything. Internal space, where you have your mind, objects and associations. And then that will also not do. We need to have another one. Knowledge. Knowledge flashes. It's called sphota. It flashes. It bursts. It actually bursts. There's a small explosion that happens in the knowledge space. So there are these three spaces. Now, generally, the external space and the mind space is always linked. Word or sound and meaning. We've trained that. The mind is kind of, once you train a mind, it keeps on doing things. And it keeps on doing things which you have not trained it for also. Keeps on doing whatever it wants to. So there's a mind clutter, and there's the external space clutter. And there is that knowledge space. It's uncluttered. There are certain words that cut through or are common in all these three spaces. What's a mantra? Why do we use a mantra? My guru has given me a mantra and I'm doing it. I don't know. What's the meaning of it? Yeah, you may not know the meaning of it, but there are certain mantras that are common in all the three spaces. Suppose we take a common mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om is that primal sound which arises in the knowledge space, flows in the mind space, and then can be articulated in the external world. So similarly, you go from here or you go from here. It's the same. All these three spaces should, in every repetition of mantra, should become integrated. Otherwise, there's kind of, the mantra loses its power. It's kind of that. It does not uncoil. No knowledge is derived from that. So that's why when we repeat a mantra, it is Om. For example, Om, salutations to Shiva. It's kind of simple. So today, we will kind of use the repetition of the name of God, which has been tried and you can say has been successfully seen its results by millions and millions of people, over thousands and thousands. So it's efficient. That's what I want to say. And since we are kind of Ramakrishnans, one Swami used to say, we are Ramakrishnans. We are Christians, Ramakrishnans. So instead of Om Namah Shivaya, we will make Om Namah Ramakrishnaya. Salutations to Ramakrishna. So, the word Ramakrishna can be articulated. It vibrates in this external world. It also is associated with this form and with everything that's noble, is an avatar, is this, is that. The meaning joins, it's associated with that. It's always linked. And then technically the knowledge should flash. But if it doesn't flash of Ramakrishna, you keep on doing it over and over and over and over again. And one day it will flash. So the scriptures on mantra science, they say that when you repeat the mantra 100,000 times, it becomes awakened. It becomes awakened. It vibrates spontaneously. It doesn't ask you anymore. Okay, that's a long science behind it. So this is what. And this mantras, many types, there are a million types of mantras, have been used in every religious cultures, everywhere. Amongst the Christians, amongst the Muslims, amongst the Buddhists, amongst the Hindus, everywhere. So they have found that it's very efficient to kind of integrate. So in the process, you become integrated with the external world and you become integrated with knowledge also. Oh yes. Holy Mother says, Japat Siddhi, you will attain perfection through japa. Yes. You don't need to do anything. No headstand or handstand, or no stands. Just repeating God's name can give you that perfection. So we will today use the mantra Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Simple. Kind of. Okay? So what is this? The Om is an abstract form of Ramakrishna. Okay? It's not that it's three are kind of distinct. And salutation, whom do you salute? You will salute the highest and the best and the greatest. So that Om is the highest. Etadalambanam Sreshta, that's the best, and this is the support. So these three words are linked, and through this process of linking, we link all the three spaces so that we link ourselves with the universe and with our higher self. Okay? So please sit down straight. You're always sitting straight anyway. Close your eyes, please. Now feel the breath in your nostrils. There is a slight temperature difference between inhalation, when the air is slightly cooler, And when you exhale, feel that temperature difference, please. Now pay attention to the base of your throat. Feel your throat pulsating. Return back to the breath in your nostrils, please. Now repeat with me. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Now repeat the whole thing mentally 5 times. We'll repeat loudly together. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Just be quiet, and when we repeat the mantra, feel the vibrations all over your body. It's not possible for you right now to feel it in your limbs, but you can feel it in your torso, and feel the sound emerging from your navel. Number one. One is that sound emerges from your navel and it is vibrating within you. The second is you will have to, when silently repeating the mantra, hear it distinctly, like you articulate it Similarly, you must be able to hear it distinctly. We'll start once again. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Repeat this mentally. Feel the vibrations emerging from your navel, please. And the mental vibration should be distinct to you. We repeat loudly now. Om Namo Bhagavan Krishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Om Namo Ramakrishnaya. Repeat it now mentally with great love. Okay, take long deep breaths, stop the repetition. You can slowly open your eyes. This is the way mantras have to be chanted. Don't try to go fast. You are in a hurry. God is in no hurry. You take your time. He is waiting for you. And repeat it with great love. Ultimately, you'll find that this name of God is actually your own name. in the highest realizations, you'll find that this was actually your own name. You started with something outside. You come back inside, and in the knowledge space, yeah. I hope it was kind of okay. This is the kind of dynamics that one needs to pay attention to when repeating. Not only just any mantra. If you pay attention and do things, it becomes extremely powerful. So, using less time, less energy, you'll get a lot of, you can say, benefits. Exercise and concentration. It's a very powerful exercise. And it's called Drataka. That is, you keep just focusing on a particular object. We'll do a modified form of this ancient practice. And so generally they ask us to take an object at arm's length and at eye level. Well, we can do the slight modification by taking any object. I would recommend the candle, because our visual system is oriented to see light, kind of. Eyes go out there. And another, you can say, many parts of the brain are just involved in the perception. So your brain can get controlled very easily. And a face. You can take a face of Holy Mother. Why face? Because we always look at people's faces first. It is an old evolutionary, you can say, trait, whether this person is dangerous or no. Because we are both predators as well as prey. We wanted to see it. So many parts of the brain also are involved in facial recognition. And artificial intelligence has become so pervasive. You're walking down the street and it will recognize you. So facial recognition is done by the brain. So what happens is, what we will do is, I'll give you the basics. We will stare with open eyes. Either you might take a red flower or a yellow flower, but I would recommend the candle. You can take the wax also along, kind of, or just a face of Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, or Swami Vivekananda. So we stare. It's actually staring down. That you can see, stare, and then watch every detail. Close your eyes. I'll guide you to close your eyes and see that same image in your mind. This is called kind of the after effects of, you can say, a visual system, but it doesn't matter. And then as soon as it's getting kind of, or it's fading, becoming light, and open the eyes again and look at the object. Then once you're sufficiently confident, yes, I can now close my eyes. You close your eyes and hold that image in your mind as long as possible. Don't let it fade. And then, as it fades, as usual, open your eyes again. Look at that image. Close your eyes. So, I want to keep a fixed time because each person has got their own kind of limits, no, for concentration, kind of looking at it. I'll keep on guiding you. So, what happens in this case? The mind is etched by that image. It's a tremendous, you can say, practice to increase. People say, "Oh, I cannot meditate." I said, "Why don't you open your eyes and try to meditate on a fixed image? Close your eyes and see that image once again in your mind. Open your eyes again, close your eyes. That's the way you can fix that image in your mind forever. It becomes, and when you look at this image, whatever object, try to see the very fine details. That can kind of, it helps you fine-tune your own, you can say, visualization. Okay. So before we can go into the actual practice, so please sit down straight and close your eyes, please. Keep the tongue free. Don't let it touch the palate. If there's any movement of the tongue, please try to relax. And let the tongue relax. It's always in motion. There is a tremendous power within yourself, which you are unaware of. Which can be awakened through concentration. Relax all your facial muscles, please. Now, gently open your eyes and take that object which I spoke about, either the flame of the candle or any of the faces of either Ramakrishna or Holy Mother or Swamiji. Stare at it. Fix the eyes firmly The eyes should not waver, nor should you look at a periphery of things, of the object. Just fix your gaze on the object. Now, close your eyes, please, and watch that image there in your mind. As you see it begin to fade, you can open your eyes and once again gaze at that object. Intensify it. And close your eyes now, please, and watch that image in its finer details. As you see it getting fainter or lighter, you can open your eyes again and once again gaze at the object, please. And close your eyes, please, and gaze at the object as you were seeing it a few moments ago. Try to make the object sharp and luminous. Keep on holding to that object. You can slowly open your eyes, please, if you are comfortable. And once again, intently look at that object again. Yes, now close your eyes slowly. Now once again watch that image there. Let it be very distinct. Okay, slowly let go. Become aware of your tongue. Keep your eyes closed now. Relax the tongue, please. Don't let it move. Become aware of your breath, please. Slowly you can open your eyes. The idea is, in the Strataka, keep on gazing at the object till your eyes kind of just begin to gather tears. It has to be kind of, a gaze has to be fixed. Like I said, if you have to do it at home, try to keep the object at arm's length at eye level. That helps. Everything else has to be kind of relaxed. Just your gaze has to be fixed. Don't kind of go around the periphery. It has to be fixed here. And then, like I said, as your eyes just begin to water slightly, close your eyes and watch this image as distinct as possible. And as it becomes kind of fainter, once again open the eyes. It doesn't matter. Oh, people will say you're not meditating. Oh, this is one form of meditation. Later on, I will teach you open-eyed meditation. A lot of people, oh, you can meditate open eyes. Yes, of course you can meditate. But you need a few kind of preliminary steps. And it helps. We're sitting in the bus or a train or anywhere going. I think, what do? You get bored looking at the same things over and over again. So you can just, nobody will kind of, you want, attract attention. So you keep your eyes open and you can meditate with open eyes. So it's kind of fun. So this technique is called Trataka. It's a modified form of Trataka. It's very helpful. Like I said, it really cuts a deep groove in your mind. The image, done over and over and again, really becomes, that object becomes really solid. That's the reason why they said it's a purely mechanical process. That's why I never said, see that object, it's your object of love or something like that. Nothing. It's a purely mechanical process and it can be used. And if you put devotion into it, then it becomes even better. So, this is because a lot of people say they are distracted when they are meditating. So I also recommend them, well, you keep your eyes open, look at that image or the deity you're trying to meditate upon, and then close your eyes, see that thing, open your eyes. It helps a lot. And the tongue generally, there's always kind of a slight tremor. Even when we are not talking, we are thinking. And when we are thinking, the invariable connection, I want to articulate it. So the tongue kind of slightly. This is an index of your own mind. If it is calm, your tongue will remain still. Yeah. Otherwise, there's always a kind of faint tremor there. And when I tell you, keep the tongue still, it keeps on. Meditation practices. Every time you meditate, there are 3 factors that we need to recognize. One is the meditator. The meditator itself. Yeah, you are meditating. The object of meditation. And the process of meditation, which is very important. So technically it's called the meditator, the object of meditation, and the act of meditation. Dhyatri, Dheya and Dhyana. Dhyatri is one who meditates. Dhyana is meditation, and Dheya is the object of meditation. It would have been kind of simple if it was just like that. Yes, we meditate. But it's that subconscious, stupid mind that comes and disturbs all the 3. The meditator, the act of meditation, and the object of meditation. Sometimes you are meditating on Kali and suddenly you might find the Empire State Building standing there. What happened? How was it? Or if I am meditating, after a while my mind gets distracted so subtly that my awareness doesn't catch it, where I'm gone on boating on the Hudson River. There. And then the object of meditation, until and unless the subject has not pulled in that awareness that this is the time for meditation, I am meditating, it's very difficult. At the same time, if you are trying to meditate and say, I am meditating, then you will not be able to meditate. This very thought will come and disturb your meditation. So, what the yogis recommend is, as long as you can retain the object of meditation, it becomes first distinct. And after it becomes distinct, it becomes luminous. That is an indication that your meditation is going well and that you are meditating. So they say first, just concentrate on the object of meditation. That's all. Don't try to come where I am meditating. And then the moment you start bringing that, then I'm meditating in this shrine. It is 7:30. All these things will come. Yes. Because the meditator has to know where exactly meditation is. Now the object of meditation can be, it's actually in the mind. Even if you meditate year or anywhere, it's in the mind. But there are certain areas of consciousness that are conducive to this. One is the heart center. Why? Because, a long tradition of yogis have recommended that. As well as Sri Ramakrishna says, the heart is a splendid place to meditate upon. Once this door is opened, then you will find all the other higher consciousness centers, they will open naturally, quickly. Yeah. You don't have to struggle. So that's the reason why they say meditate here. Now when you say meditate here, how much do you need to meditate? Where's the object exactly? Well, they say 12 fingers here. That is the length of the object of meditation should be 12 fingers length rather. So 6 down here and 6 up here, kind of. So this is the area. And then as we keep on meditating, the mind will keep on centering itself on that center of consciousness. And then you will find like water running down a faucet. The object which is now right here, it is drawn inside. And then you must understand, yes, you've taken one big step in meditation. So people say, where exactly is this? So the yogis say, don't have to worry about where exactly. Take the whole chest, like the 6 fingers down. So that kind of. There are some yogis who also say 12 fingers length from the navel, the kind of ear, and 12 finger length from the base of your, not a base here, base of the, from the Adam's apple, like. So here, so this is the. So initially, the object of meditation, like I said, you might see the hand sometimes of Kali, or sometimes the leg of Kali, and sometimes you will see only a sword. And then as you keep on meditating, all the different limbs of the deity will coalesce. And as it coalesces, the general recommendation is try to bring up one wave in the mind stuff regarding the object. That is meant for the superior meditators. So when we meditate, sometimes we see Kali's feet, or Kali's sword, or Kali's leg, or Kali's head, or Kali's hair. So kind of it's all fragmented, The various waves in the mind are already fragmented. And that's the reason why it becomes difficult for us to see the full form of God. But persist. And as we keep on persisting, this form will, all the various waves will coalesce. It will become dominant under one wave. And as that wave becomes larger, more distinct, and then the object becomes luminous. So this is the dynamics of, and like I said, it is disturbed by the subconscious mind. If we are perfectly concentrated, then the subconscious mind does not disturb us. It is as if the very act of meditation gives rise to a secondary power in the mind. First is the power of meditation develops. As it keeps on developing, a secondary power develops, that of keeping the waves of the subconscious mind down. Yes. That's why they say, when you meditate, you also control the mind. People say, how do you control the mind? Meditate. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. So this is essential. We need to have this kind of. Yeah. So whenever we try to meditate, when you sit down and try to meditate, the act of meditation first focuses the mind on the object of meditation, and as it's getting focused deeper and deeper, the other waves in the mind stuff are arrested. For the time being, it's just you and the object of meditation. And we must try to have this kind of attitude. Right now, there's nobody in the world that ever matters. It's just me and that object of meditation. Now, I say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and after meditation I have to. No. Drop all those kind of projections of the future, thought, I have to do this, I have to do that. And the mind will tell you, yes, you keep on, quickly meditate. There you have meditated, now come, quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we've gone through all these things, we know. Don't listen to the mind then. Yes, when we are meditating, just that I'm not going to listen to you at all. Right now, it's just me, the object of meditation. Okay. So remember this. Now, the object of meditation, last time I had given you a kind of the candle. I think we can use that same. Those who have been initiated will try to see Shri Ramakrishna within that flame. Those who have not been initiated will just see the candle, the flame of the candle as still. Okay? I think that is clear. Yes, so please sit straight, please, and straighten your shoulders and close your eyes. Feel the touch of the chair on you, please. On the skin. Just become aware of the touch, the pressure. Please don't visualize anything. Just become aware of the sensation of touch. Now become aware of the movement of your stomach with each breath, please. Now become aware of your chest expanding and contracting with each breath. Pay very careful attention to how the chest heaves up and down. Don't visualize anything. Just feel your chest rise and fall. Now, beneath that rising and falling sensation, look at the candle. The flame is bright. Try to visualize it very distinctly, please. Get closer to the candle. Try to distinctly see just a flame, the yellow part, the red, and the blue. The blue is more internal. Then comes the red. Then comes the yellow. The flame is steady. Those who would like to see Sri Ramakrishna seated there can do so. The others can use the visualization to see the wick the black part, try to concentrate on the wick. Let go, please. Now feel the body inside is lighted up by that light. The flame is still burning, but you become aware of the light within your chest and belly and shoulders. In your hands and legs. As well as inside your head, neck. Your whole body is suffused with that light. Now once again zero down to that flame there. Watch it intently, please. See the three colors in it. See either the wick, the black wick, or Sri Ramakrishna within it. Let go, please. Become aware that your chest is rising and falling. Your stomach now is rising and falling with each breath. Now feel the sensations of the chair touching you, please. Keep on taking long, deep breaths. And you can open your eyes. I hope this wasn't too difficult. Kind of, once you know the methodology, you can slowly, through persistence, it will pay off. Yeah, kind of. And like the last time I had taught you, yeah, you could use another flame within the first flame and the third flame within the second flame. It's kind of going deeper and deeper. So a little play of the imagination. Okay, today we'll take a kind of a simple exercise. We will use our imagination, or visualization, a little play of the visualization. We generally imagine things around here. That's because we are used into believing that, yes, the mind is only here. Well, the mind is everywhere. But we'll use this. The idea is you've got to focus your mind on your heart center. This is the center of consciousness. And once we can kind of have this place opened up, then it becomes very easy. It's just constantly, it's like, no, you tap on the door first. And if nobody is going to hear it, you start knocking on it louder, yeah. And if nobody is going to respond, you're going to bang it. And somebody is going to open it, of course. Or the door itself will kind of break. So it's something like this. As you keep on meditating on a particular center, what happens is that place kind of becomes awakened. And once that heart center gets awakened, then all the higher centers, it's like a kind of a domino effect. They will awaken in turn. And that's what the whole idea is. So remember, we'll have a little kind of play of imagination, and then we can visualize things, the object of meditation in the heart, like it's like here, just below this breastbone. So here. Okay, so we close our eyes now, quietly. Try to sit straight and try to square your shoulders. Keep your neck straight. Keep your chin slightly tilted up. And you, as it were, are looking at the tip of your nose. Feel your breath. I mean, really feel it. Watch every small movement. Notice how the air enters and all the internal movements. And also feel your whole body is full of this vital force. The tips of your fingers, right down to your toes, they are all tingling inside. Return now to gazing at the tip of your nose, please. And in the space outside your face and nose, visualize a calm sea, blue, with blue skies. The waters are absolutely still. The waters are blue, the sky is blue. This is the illustration for a mind that is calm. If you see any waves coming up, try to suppress those waves and let the waters become calm again. Let go this visualization. Now in that same space, there's a dark night, the clouds are all dark, and there's the full moon in that sky. Watch that white disk, please. Now, as it were, you're placing that disc in the center of your chest, inside. Deep down in the thoracic cavity, deep, visualize that same white colored disk of the moon there. Can increase the size of the moon, please. Watch that moon intently inside your chest. Now, within that white disk, visualize any god or goddess you like. Look at that figure intently, please. Let go now. Just watch that full moon between your eyebrows. You're watching that moon from within, between where your two eyebrows meet. Now, once again, place that moon there within your chest, please, behind the breastbone. Now again, watch the figure of any god or goddess you like within it. Let go, please. Become aware of your breath once again. Breathe slowly and deeply. Wriggle your toes and your fingers, please. And we can slowly open our eyes. Yes, I hope it was okay. That's the way. If the image keeps coming up, repeatedly place it down below in the chest. If you feel it's come up here, once again. As you keep on doing it slowly, so it will get established. It will get used to the idea of being visualized here. And then it becomes easy. So we generally imagine things here outside. So from here, you put it here. And even if it comes here, take it and place it down here. So these are the kind of simple exercise. And when I ask you to become aware of your breath, join your mind to your breath, as it were. It's a very, very powerful, you can say, medium to enter within you. Yes, you actually enter within you through your breath. Otherwise, you will never be able to enter within your own mind. So, we are here in the body, and this is the mind, and what connects the body and the mind is the breath. So you take the help of the breath and enter. How do you enter? Through the instrument of awareness. Just become aware. And then you slowly enter inside. And then things will start opening up. Because when we are standing outside, as it were, the mind, and trying to visualize, the visualization is kind of hazy. It will take some time. As you enter through your breath within the mind and then you visualize, then whatever object you visualize becomes extremely sharp and in 3 dimensions. So just remember, this is just the instrument you have with you. It's a very, very powerful instrument. It's called awareness. Yes, with awareness you can do anything. You can be anything. So, in the future exercises, we'll try to have some methods how to make this awareness stronger. Okay? We had spoken a little about open-eyed meditation. So we'll try to do a little of open-eyed meditation. Actually, we keep on doing it in a way. Like then we are absorbed in a particular thought, or we are thinking intensely of a particular thought. Eyes may be open, but there's a kind of a faraway look in your eyes. The person knows that you are not here. So, but in kind of, if you want to do it the yogic way, there are three kind of stages. We'll go through there. First is, we keep our eyes open, but we are more aware of our breath. Why breath? Specifically the heart or the chest going up and down. It's simple, it's a question of diverting your attention. Your eyes are open, it's like you're traveling somewhere, sitting down in a subway, and you're just diverting your attention to a particular thing. There are two ways. One is you become aware of any part of the body, but it's better to become aware of your breath or your chest going up and down. That. The second is, since it's difficult to have that just awareness of a chest moving in a breath, it can be done. It's better to harmonize the rhythm of your breath with the name of God. Okay? So, your breath, you come away, you're breathing. It's either Ramakrishna or Jesus Christ or Holy Mother. What happens is, your attention now is kind of diverted here. Simple. Your eyes are open, you're seeing things, but you're aware of your breathing, and with your breath, you are repeating a mantra. A third method is, since it is difficult to visualize, there are some people who are good at visualization. There are some people who are good at words. They can verbalize thoughts also. There are some people who can picturize thoughts. There are two types of people. The ideal will be like, yes, you can bring into words or verbalize thoughts as well as visualize it. Creative people can do these things put together. What we generally can do is, as we are becoming aware of a breath, say, and you are harmonizing this with the mantra or the name of God, you can visualize that figure first. Suppose your eyes are fixed on a spot on the floor. Okay, you can visualize that form, say, of Ramakrishna's face, or Holy Mother's face, or Jesus Christ's face, where your eyes are kind of looking at. It's called superimposition, adhyas. So you superimpose the picture of the deity like outside. Yeah. You are seeing that particular place. So I'm looking at this. I can visualize the form of Ramakrishna here on this. People will be saying, he's staring at that, the head of the mic. Actually, I'm not. I'm looking at Ramakrishna. And through practice, the visualization becomes so strong, the mic becomes secondary. It becomes, you are aware, like when you're looking at things from here, you are aware of the things at the periphery, you know. Yeah. But it's not drawing your attention to it. You are aware. So similarly, when you're looking at the mic becomes secondary, kind of a peripheral, and the deity becomes central. That's the idea. You can take any object. This is the step towards internal visualization. Our eyes are open and we can visualize any deity. Suppose you want to visualize Kali. Yeah, you can do it inside. But do it inside? Yeah, you can actually. Because thoughts can be kind of picturized inside. It does not matter if it is outside on the body or inside. It's just that your attention now is kind of leaning more towards this visualization than on the external things. Your eyes may be looking around, but you are actually looking at, say, the face of Kali or Durga or Holy Mother, whatever. So you are seeing it here. This is more powerful, and it can be used especially when, like, you're traveling or sitting down waiting for somebody or doing nothing. What do I do now? You're bored with reading a book, and if I close my eyes, my mind is so restless. Yeah, kind of at times when you feel your mind is very restless, open your eyes. Open your eyes and do this type of meditation. Okay. So we can start a little practice. Okay. Yes. We can go as we proceed. We'll go and see how well you can do it. This takes a little practice to get you into that mood. We generally, like I said, we all do it. Suppose I'm thinking of a problem or thinking of somebody or thinking of what's going to happen, and I'm walking and I'm oblivious to many things around, almost everything. Those thoughts are keeping on churning around in my head. Maybe I'm mumbling also something. People might look at me, oh, what's that? These thoughts, internal thoughts, are so intense, they have grabbed all my attention. The external has kind of become secondary. I'm aware in a kind of a generalized way, so I may not trip and fall down a manhole or something like that. So that's sorry. That's the only thing. The brain can break itself into two types of awareness: external and internal. As we proceed, as Swami Vivekananda says, there is something called the reflexive power that's developed through meditation. It's like we all have it. We are sitting here, but a part of my mind can see me sitting down as if I'm standing away from me and watching me. We all can do it. See? When you go home, you try it out, don't worry. That's that reflexive power of attention. It can detach itself from what you are and attach itself to that particular thought. So right now I can, in my mind, I can see myself sitting down. Yeah, at least the front part, at least. Yeah, I can visualize it as if I'm a detached witness. So open-eyed meditation will give you this kind of power. You will be doing everything, even answering a phone call, but your mind will be absorbed in the particular. You can do two things at a time. Yeah. In fact, there's one incident in Swami Vivekananda's life when he was very little. He was in school, in the class, and he was, very restless and naughty also. So he was making fun with his friends in the back rows. And the teacher was disturbed. Then who's that talking there behind? So all his friends said, he's that Naren, Swami Vivekananda. Tell me what I was teaching. And he repeated verbatim what the teacher was teaching. But the teacher said, but weren't you the one who was talking and making a disturbance? Yes. He admitted yes. Later on he said, I, as it were, can divide my mind into two. I can play mischief, at the same time listen to what the teacher is teaching. That was it. So it's not a kind of a uniqueness. It's there in everyone. But with him, he kind of developed it tremendously. So we also can do it. So we'll try it out now. Okay, don't close your eyes. Since it's open eyes meditation, you don't need to close your eyes. Yeah, just sit down straight and just relax. Okay. Take a point somewhere outside you. Just look at it. Become aware of the chest heaving up and down. Just pay attention to the breath inside your chest. Focus all your attention on the breath. Now use any word or mantra that will harmonize with your breath. Like Ram, Krishna. Be completely relaxed. Your attention is on the breath in your chest. And you're repeating a word you like. the next step is, on that spot which you have fixed your eyes upon, your attention upon, try to visualize any form of the deity you like, or just a face. On that very spot, try to see the face of Holy Mother, say. Now remove that picture of Holy Mother from that spot and try to see Holy Mother within you. Try to see Holy Mother's face, a smile. Okay, stop visualization, become aware of your breath. Please just become aware of your breath. Now let's snap out of it. After a little practice, you can even look at moving objects. So you can move your head around, you can move your eyes around, but the object inside will remain kind of still, steady. This comes to practice. In fact, one very senior monk was telling another friend of mine, monk, like when he used to walk down the streets, this meditations had become so intense, the open-eyed meditation, that he used to move like a kind of an automaton. Like suppose he's walking down a road, he was moved like an automaton. His thoughts were kind of inside. Then he got, say, suppose I stumble and fall down. He never stumbled and fell down, but then we can do it in stages. That while walking, you don't need to. But then the principle is the same. Like you can do open-eyed meditation while you're sitting. You can, as you develop, you can do open-eyed meditation when you're even walking. What's wrong? Whenever you can keep your eyes open. So this develops the power of insight also. A tremendous power of insight develops. And you will see you can understand things, sense things as it were. Even after a few months of practice, things will come to you like a flash. Just that. You might have, I never thought about it, but it came. This is the first sign that the practice is going correctly. That insights level, or what you say as intuition, it comes. And that is the kind of greatest gain. A person may be sitting and talking with you, but then suddenly you get an insight this person is not sincere. You can see it. Of course, you can see it in the tone of the voice and everything else. There are these micro, you can say, expressions that you can catch. But immediately it comes to your flesh. This person is telling a lie, or not sincere, or something else. Or this person is sincere, or he's not lying, or she's not lying, something like that. It's unerring. The insight's always unerring. So this practice develops this kind of insight. Later on, like I said, that reflexive power develops so much, you can pay attention 2 ways. Is that possible? In split brain subjects, when they due to some epilepsy or something like that, the corpus callosum is kind of cut. The nerves, the surgeons cut it. And so you have 2 hemispheres. That is, one person has 2 brains. Since there's no connection between this and this, all these. So consciousness develops in 2 streams. Yeah, this has been experimented and found out. It's established. Even without cutting those nerves, you can develop consciousness in 2 streams. That's what I want to mean. Slowly, those streams of consciousness can override your normal way of seeing and listening and thinking. It's not just there are 2 persons inside, there is only 1 person, but that person can divide his or her mind into 2. Yeah. So, all the best. Keep on practicing. It's a little difficult in the initial days. But this can be supplementary to the other practices. Like you're sitting down in a subway or in a car, and at least don't do it when you're driving now. Later on you can do it. So sitting down kind of as a passenger seat, what do you do? What do you look at? You've seen the same things over and again, yet your attention goes, and it's not being drawn to anything particular, just looking around. It's a waste of mental energy. Simple. So we would like you during that time to utilize that mental energy to focus. It's kind of bigger. Instead of looking deadpan at things. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example also of when a hen is hatching her eggs, sitting down, but there's a faraway look in the eyes. Eyes are open for any kind of predator who comes to break the eggs or kind of snatch the eggs or something like that. The hen is sitting down, but there's a faraway look in the eyes. That is what you will get later on. Then they'll say, oh, this person is meditating.